Part two.
Part 2. Another time skip. It's about another week later.
Okay.
And people are going in of their own free will. It's been slow.
Yeah.
It's not like the whole planet's been converted into Cybermen.
So I was going to say, so this person in the robe who's got the head of a human but the rest of the body is a Cyberman.
Yeah.
Is this the only Cyberman that is there now, or has he brought in now like an army of Cybermen?
But when he came off, to my mind, he came off the ship on his own.
Yeah.
But as people started going into the ship, Cybermen started walking off.
So it was almost like immediate conversion.
Yeah, it's almost like immediate conversion. Well, it's like the Cybermen came off because they were already on the ship, but then as people were going in, they were coming off the ship the other side. So it's like, I don't know, however long a cyber conversion takes, like 5-10 minutes, whatever it is.
Well, yeah. If you're going by the new series, then it's like
it's
basically we'll just shove your brain into a metal suit.
Yeah.
Be done with this. But do we have any clue as to who this new cyber leader is, or is this
irrelevant?
Is it irrelevant? Okay.
The cyber leader is irrelevant. It doesn't have to be anyone in particular. It's just a cyber leader, but it's a cyber.
But he's still got a human head.
It's a cyber ambassador.
Okay.
Because it's a case of.
That's actually an introduction of a new cyber character.
It's a cyber ambassador.
Yeah.
The idea is, I am something you will trust and recognise. You won't freak out about, because if I came down as a full Cyberman, you'd freak the fuck out and run a mile.
Yeah, and the Doctor would be like, "What the fuck? You're a Cyberman. Get the fuck out of this planet."
Yeah, I'm here to convert you, not. I'm here to trick you. I'm here to trick you into conversion, not start an all-out war.
Yeah.
Back in the lab, the Doctor's been there for about, let's call it another week, a week after the Cybermen landed.
Do you know? I think it would be more to give it more impact. You can ignore this if you want. If it was like a month or 6 months later and she's still there.
I'd say you call it a month, because if you start to make it 6 months, it becomes a bit too unrealistic. Because Ryan, Graham, and Yaz do still have lives of other things going on.
Yeah, but then you could say that. But then the TARDIS could take them back to 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but Graham is sick.
That's true. That's true. Right, yeah.
So
point taken.
We have an emotional impact here, because Ryan is basically pleading with the Doctor, saying like, look, what is the worst that's going to happen if he becomes a Cyberman, because he's dying? It's death or being a Cyberman.
Yeah. Would I rather have him be dead, or would I rather him still sort of be alive, but all of his emotions taken away?
Graham is like, he's scared of dying, but he doesn't want to be a Cyberman, so he's really confused and scared.
Yeah.
Ryan's trying to calm him down. Yaz is trying to find out what's going on with the Cybermen, as in, why are they doing why are they trying to get people converted?
She's still doing her police thing.
Yeah, she's investigating what's going on. She's trying to find out what's going on.
She's doing her job once.
She's talking. She's doing an interview or two with the cyber ambassador. We'll call him that now.
Yeah, I like that.
The
cyber ambassador. Yeah.
And the Doctor's still frantically trying to find a cure. It's like, why did my cure not work? What the hell is going on? But the Doctor's going to have a realization that the reason the cure worked was because it was in the TARDIS.
Right.
Because what's going on?
To do with the time vortex? Maybe?
No. It's far more simple than that. Far more simple than that. The disease isn't actually a disease. It's microscopic cybermats. It's cyber nanites.
It's Doctor Who's version of midi-chlorians.
Basically, yeah.
But bad ones.
It's nanomachines.
Nanomachines.
Nanomachines, but cyber nanomachines.
Take on a Metal Gear Solid reference there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's micro cybermats.
Yeah.
Alright, I like that.
This is why you can't cure it, because every time you do something that will stop it or restore it, they adapt, change and evolve whatever they need to do to keep causing the disease.
Yeah.
The reason the cure worked when they're inside the TARDIS is the signal that the Cybermen use can't get through the TARDIS.
Okay.
So the Doctor then works this out, goes through, because we're talking like teeny tiny, because the Doctor thought she was dealing with a disease, a virus.
Yeah, like a biological virus.
She wasn't looking for like nanoscopic machines.
Because I suppose if you think about it in terms of like new series context, they haven't used cybermats for fucking ages.
Yeah. Well, they haven't used cybermats. They used cyber mice, which are basically like the size of cockroaches, which is silly.
Yeah, closing time's another video altogether.
We're discounting that from continuity.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what's going to be in the top 10 worst video list, which is still coming.
It's still coming eventually.
We keep making notes and then changing it, and
it's very hard to work out what you hate about Doctor Who sometimes.
Well, it's easy. It's just what you hate more.
And this is when the Doctor and Yaz go and approach the Cyber Ambassador and say, look, we know you're doing this, what's going on? So this is going to be just before Nightmare and Silver in terms of like the history of the universe timeline.
Right, so they're actually, so they're Mondasian Cybermen then?
Yeah. They've been at war with the second human empire, or whichever empire it is they've been fighting with.
Yeah, in the 600th Cyber War.
600th Cyber War.
As they always like to do in the classic series.
It's like, during that Cyber War, it's kind of, they're running out of people, and so they can't just go and start a war with a planet to take over and convert them all.
Yeah.
Because there's every chance that they may not win, and they don't have the resources to do that.
Yeah.
So sending down a virus.
Yeah.
And then tricking people into saying, look, we can cure you, you just got to agree.
Yeah.
And it's good, because that way it gets everyone on the ship through fear of dying, converts them into Cybermen, so they're more willing to be Cybermen in the first place, and less resistant to trying to resist or changing back afterwards.
See, the thing, I would think that makes sense, but the fact that the Cyber Ambassador has a human head and the rest of it's metal, maybe that could be seen as, oh yeah, no, I'm going to make you from the waist down. Maybe it's like a virus that only affects, from the neck down, and then you can go, no, it's one of these viruses where you have your same head, you'll have your same face, you'll just have a suit of armour for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Except then they'll just actually be made into full Cybermen with no emotions.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where it hits them.
Well, that's it. We can adjust that in a rewrite later on. It's like, but ultimately, they're all getting turned into Cybermen.
Yeah.
Now the Doctor's like, look, now I know what you're doing. I can stop you because I already know the signal you use doesn't go through the TARDIS. The field the TARDIS produces, it's not going to be too difficult for me to make that field cover the whole planet, which will stop the disease dead in the tracks, so I can cure everyone who's left.
So are we going by the old school of gold, or just how is this signal going to work?
Well, at this point it is just a signal that it's just a computer signal that stops all the cyber nanites dead.
Okay.
The cyber nanites are so small they don't have any particular defense against anything. It's their main defense is the fact you can't find them.
You can't find them, you can't see them, you can't detect them.
Exactly.
Until now.
And once you know what you're looking for, because the Doctor's the Doctor. Of course you can. Wave the magic wand.
Oh no! See, I thought this was supposed to be an improvement.
I know, but I'm doing that as a Saki joke. But we'll have
That'll be the thumbnail.
That'll be the thumbnail. There'll be some TARDIS console wizardry.
Yeah, some jiggery pokery.
Jiggery pokery. Maybe, if we're being fun and clever, they'll open up like a panel on the wall, put out an extra console, put it on the side like you had with
like the secondary control room.
Yeah.
Like in Hand of Fear.
Yeah. Oh! A few extra bits and pieces to make this look a bit more, a bit more like it's fun.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Doctor's like, okay, look, I can extend the coverage around the whole planet and stop all the Cybermites across everyone on the planet.
Yeah.
What do we do about the Cybermen though? Because obviously now we've got at this point we've had potentially out of a planet of let's say 15 billion people.
Yeah.
Let's say over the course of a week, 10 million converted into Cybermen.
Yeah.
And we can turn around.
Which is enough for an invasion force of any country on that planet.
Yeah, it's enough. Yeah. It's enough to actually convert the rest of the planet. Now, what do we do? This is when they start to talk about what they can do to stop it. Now, the idea is going to be that they're going to use. This is where we're going to get our unpleasant dilemma and a bit more adversity. Because so far we've had a very basic adversity in terms of the disease.
Yeah, it's just there. It's slowly killing people.
It's slowly killing people.
What do we do?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Now, what they're going to work out is that, and again, this is very much an early RTD. Let's just button to solve this.
The reset button. You're pushing the reset button,
It's
Jack.
not quite a reset button, but
to be fair, it's better than anything Chibnall's done.
What we've got is they work out is hang on, rather than just with the cyber nanites.
Yeah.
Now we know it's a signal. Rather than because the Cybermen are now basically stop the signal. Cybermen are now rampaging, grabbing people to drag them onto ships to be converted. The Doctor's like, well, how do we stop a whole army of them? We'll have a bit of a showdown between the Doctor and the Cyber Ambassador, because the Cyber Ambassador's our villain now that we've established this, because through our discussion of this episode.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not?
But the Doctor's going to be like, you know what? you put this disease in everyone. You put this disease in everyone on this planet. That includes your entire army of 10 million Cybermen that you've now converted.
Oh, where's that thing? Anyway.
So what the Doctor does is she escapes from the room of the Cyber Ambassador, gets back on the TARDIS, and basically hits a few buttons and sends the virus into overdrive, but only affecting people outside of the TARDIS signal. Now we can hand wave how the TARDIS can do that. We can come up with some technobabble to explain how that
perception
works.
filter.
Yeah, perception filter. Hairdryer does it.
Broken.
It's a microwave. It's a microwave they took into pieces and stuck on various areas of the TARDIS, and that's how it works. It's like, haha, you've already got this virus in almost every Cyberman you've converted on this planet, because you converted almost every Cyberman on this planet. From that, you've now back to square one. You can leave, or like the rest of this planet can kill you. And now that we know what you've done,
yeah.
So the Doctor and the companions leave because Graham's now cured, because obviously he had the Cyberman virus.
Right. Because Bradley Walsh is Bradley Walsh.
Bradley Walsh is Bradley Walsh. He's going to live forever. And then we get our little retrospective on it. It's kind of like, you know what, we spent like 2-3 weeks here. It was tough, and there's got to be a bit of a little reflective speech about it at the end. Like only a couple of lines, but it's got to be something like how that this was a horrible and trying time, but it showed them the best of who they were.
It showed, and I suppose it's a case of it showed the resilience of humanity.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of scenes of people pulling together even though they're getting sick and dying.
Yeah.
And there we go. So that is it. That is The Grey Death Part 1 and 2.
The Grey Death. You've heard it here first. Nerdaholics. Yeah, like and subscribe. Give us your suggestions for how you would improve.
Was this a good idea?
Was it a good idea? Yay or nay?
Would this improve
thumbs up,
the
thumbs
Doctor
down.
as we've got it so far?
Would it improve Jodie Whittaker's characterisation? Hopefully.
Would a different Doctor work better with this with different companions?
How would you fit this in your ideal scenario for a Doctor Who episode?
You have other ideas like this that you would want us to do, like pitch other Doctor Who episodes. We come up with more stuff. We can do more stuff like this.
So like a what if series.
Yeah.
What if the Doctor did this?
What if Doctor Who?
What if Doctor Who was good again? Like and subscribe. And we'll see you later.
Cheerio.
Cheers.